Hey guys, welcome back to the third episode of the series Live from Home. And the topic for today is KSD. Yes, you heard it right, KSD. So before we jump into the topic, I would like to share a hobby of mine. So when I was growing up, I used to watch a lot of motivational and inspirational videos on YouTube, which basically, said about finding your inner calling or love what you do and do what you love, as said by Steve Jobs. And that made me question that what was my passion? What was I supposed to do? What would I really do that would help make this world a better place? So, in college and when I started working, over the time, people realized, and I too, that I was good at public speaking. They started appreciating the way I spoke with confidence or my stage presence. And I also felt good, receiving all that appreciation. And I realized, yes, public speaking is my passion. Motivational speaking is my passion. So I did what any other person would do, who he or her would have just found their passion. I created a Facebook page, I started a YouTube channel, and I started uploading my content, quotes and videos, and people shared it, people loved it, and I loved all the appreciation coming the way. But over the time, these things started to fade a bit. I did not had so many views or people didn't appreciate so much, and eventually I stopped uploading content on my Facebook page and YouTube channel. So that made me question, was public speaking really my passion? In these lockdowns you would have seen that social media is bombarded by people, uploading their videos about cooking or dancing or fitness videos, and we as friends and family share and appreciate them. But the real question to me is, once the lockdown is over, once our normal life resumes, how many of us would still continue to do this? How many of us will still continue to pursue what we love? After 4 or 5 years, I bounced back to this public speaking forum. When I was in my earlier company, I used to attend a club known as Toastmasters, which spoke and which trained you about public speaking. And I realized one thing, that it may not be my passion, but there is something I am good at and something I can pursue. And I fell upon this approach known as KSD. So K stands for knowledge, S stands for skill, and D stands for desire. Desire is something that, we have a strong feeling of doing. We have a strong, affectionate feeling that we want something in life or we want to do. Skill stands for the ability to do something. And knowledge is the fact and information that you have acquired over your life. So if you just draw these three circles, there is a small area where these three intersect. And this is what is the magic place. This is where magic happens. So if you see, this is an ideal KSD. Coming back to my public speaking approach, I have drawn my KSD. So if you see, the red circle with the desire one is the biggest among three because I like doing it. Skill is still smaller than it because I am good at it, but I am not yet great at it. And knowledge is something that I need to work on, and hence is the smallest circle in green here. But if you see, all these three circles intersect somewhere. This small intersection of knowledge, skill, and desire is the reason why you guys are able to see this video. An ideal KSD would be where all these three look the same, are perfect. But we humans are not perfect. No one is perfect among us. So my KSD looks like this. It helps me find an area what I love to do. It makes me happy when I do it, and it would also help someone who follows this approach earn a good living. For example, when it comes to cooking, right? I love food, so there is a desire. I want to learn how to cook. I am not skilled at it, trust me, and you wouldn't eat the food that I cook on the first time. And knowledge is even less. So I'm not sure when it comes to cooking, my KSD would intersect anywhere. So I would request each and every one of you guys that find your KSD. Start with desire, because skill and knowledge is something that you can acquire or learn over the time, but desire is something that comes within you. Desire is something that is natural. Start with desire. Next, draw your skill and draw your knowledge. And this KSD you can draw for many approaches, whether it's public speaking, whether it's being dancing, whether it's art, whether it's any other skill or any other quality or hobby that you have in life. Because once you draw it, once you physically put this in a paper, you realize what you need to work on, how to make this small area of intersect even bigger. So my approach to you guys is just take a piece of pen and paper before this video ends, draw your KSD, share what you realize from this video, and last but not the least, if not love, like what you do, share this skill, because you don't know, there may be a lot of people in the world who are on the same path, and subscribe not to the channel but to your inner desire and your inner calling, and trust me, it will help you to lead a happy and a successful life. Bye bye.